Multi-position scanning mode is recommended for large or complex objects that are hard to capture in a single scan. Use this mode together with anchor blocks and markers. Multi-position scans must be performed sequentially, area by area. First, divide the object surface into separate areas and place markers in each. Then, use the tracker to capture the global markers in the starting area, followed by scanning the point clouds with the scanner. Next, move the tracker to the next area, capture the global markers again with the tracker, and scan the point clouds with the scanner. Continue repeating these steps until the entire object surface is captured. Let's start by placing markers on the object's selected starting area. We'll be using magnetic markers as the object surface is magnetic. Please note that the markers for multi-position scans must have an inner diameter of 10 millimeters. Do not mix them with markers of different sizes. During multi-position scanning, place at least 5 markers at each station. The recommended spacing between markers is approximately 15 to 20 centimeters. During station transitions and scanning, ensure that at least 5 markers remain visible within the tracker's field of view at all times. To be safe, increase the number of markers as needed based on the object size. After setting up the equipment, place the tracker at least 1.5 meters away from the object to capture the global markers in the starting area. Open the software and click New Project to enter the scanning interface. In the upper left corner, switch to multi-position mode, then select New Global Markers. Ensure that there are no obstructions between the tracker and the object when capturing the global markers. Also, move the scanner out of the tracker's view to prevent the tracker from recording the marker points on the scanner. Likewise, remove any other objects that may cause interference. Click Start. The tracker will scan the markers at the first station. Once scanning is finished, click Complete. Now that the global markers in the starting area have been captured, click the Cloud Scan button at the bottom to begin scanning. If you need help with the scan settings, watch our Track Scan Mode tutorial video to learn how to set the scan parameters, such as target point distance, exposure, and more. Since this object is relatively large and doesn't have many details, we've set the target point distance to 1.5 millimeters to avoid long scanning times. Then adjust the distance between the tracker, scanner, and the object based on the tracker's field of view and tracking quality indicators. After setting the distance, click Start. Ensure that both the scanner and at least 5 markers in the starting area stay within the tracker's view during the scan. Do not block the tracker's cameras. Adjust the distance between the scanner and the object until the distance indicator bar on the right side of the software shows Optimal or Good. Using the global markers in the starting area, we can capture point cloud data for at least 3 surfaces of the object during the first scan. Click Complete once the scan is finished. At this stage, the point cloud data in the initial area has been captured. Next, set up the second station's global markers on the right side of the box. Place at least 5 markers, and ensure that during the transition from the previous station's global markers, the tracker always sees at least 5 markers within its field of view. After positioning the tracker, move the scanner and any other obstructing objects out of the way. Click Next Stop in the software interface, then click Start. When setting global markers for the next station, you can move either the tracker or the object. Here, we move the object for convenience during the station transition and marker setup. As shown, all markers in the second area have been captured. Now click Complete. Next, click Continue Point Cloud Scan. Note that when scanning the same object, the target point distance must be consistent across all stations. Then, scan the remaining surfaces of the object using the scanner, based on the global markers captured in the second station. If you need to scan the bottom surface, click Pause and flip the box, ensuring the second station's global markers remain within the tracker's field of view. Click Start to continue scanning the bottom area. After point cloud scanning is complete, click One-Click Editing to automatically process the model. For a more detailed result, you can manually perform point cloud fusion, mesh construction, and other optional steps.